Let's move forward with the Super Bowl for next year. The season is barely over, but it's never too early to talk about what's going to happen next year. And these odds, Kenny, are very interesting to me. So the Chiefs are the odds-on favorite at plus 575 to repeat. And then guess where it goes? Guess where it goes, people? It's not the Eagles. It's not the Bills. It's the 49ers at plus 650. And then we go to the Bills plus 700. And then the Eagles, the team that was just in the Super Bowl, is the third odds-on favorite, plus 800. Then you go Bengals at 900, and somehow the Cowboys, I don't know why they're in this, but plus 1,600. What do you think of these odds? One, the Chiefs to repeat, duh, that makes sense, right? Plus 575. Of course, they're going to be. And honestly, getting them right now might be a good time because I think that's closer to the season. That's going to go down a lot more. They just make the most sense as the favorite. The 49ers, look, as a 49er fan, I'm stoked by this. It's a little bit interesting, though, considering we don't know who the quarterback is going to be and what the health and everything looks like. If it's Trey Lance, these numbers, you might get better value on it later. And Brock Purdy, we'll have to see what's going on with him or if they get a veteran quarterback. So that one is interesting to me, but I do think they have all of the pieces in line. I don't know why we're still putting the Bills in the top three at this point, okay? Like, they're not going to do it. I was high on the Bills this year. I was high on the Bills last year. I'm not doing it again. But sorry, I feel like I just talked myself off of a ledge there. What do you think of these?
Finally, you've come over to the dark side and you've realized that the Buffalo Bills are not it, and Josh Allen is not him. We'll use that reference as many times as we can on this show.
He is HI. I think the M sometimes is missing.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs are interesting because, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs with Andy Reid are almost getting into that rare air of the Patriots with Tom Brady, where they're almost in the game every other year at this point, right? He's been to 3 out of 5 seasons. Yes. Tom Brady, it seemed like every other year he would either win it or he would get there. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like you can't be mad at the Chiefs, because if you take them, at this point, you have a 100% chance of getting to the AFC Championship game with Mahomes.
Yes, 100% chance. Yes.
Yeah. So the Chiefs are not bad if you're looking at the AFC side, and I think the Bengals are interesting too at plus 900. Like Joe Burrow, that offense, I think they're only going to get better. I'm sure they'll make a couple moves in the offseason to bolster up the offensive line.
To get a better O-line. Yeah.
Yeah, have to. I think they're interesting. Do you think the Niners should be there at the second choice, or what do you think of them this year?
Yes and no. Yes and no. One, they have all of the pieces. Since Christian McCaffrey came, the team has just been incredible. And we're holding on to a lot. I mean, we got to pay some people in the offseason, but the quarterback situation is still a question mark. So it's so interesting to me that they're at number 2, because if it's Trey Lance, not that I don't like the kid, but I don't know what he can do. And Brock Purdy, he should be able to go by training camp, which would be great. And I have a lot of faith in Brock Purdy. I think that we could have gone to the Super Bowl this year with him. But interesting, what you say about Patrick Mahomes and being kind of like the Patriots were because of the quarterback. That's kind of the issue, with the 49ers. We've had Jimmy Garoppolo that's been really good for us, and we've kind of seen what Brock Purdy can do. And I don't know if you heard a lot of the 49ers players, specifically George Kittle, and they were talking about who's going to be the quarterback next year. Everybody's on the Brock Purdy train. They're like, it's Brock Purdy's job to lose. All those guys respect him. I think they think that they could win behind him. And the quarterback really is just the missing piece for this 49ers to kind of pick up with where the Chiefs are, but of course do it in the NFC. I think it's really interesting that the Eagles, who had one of the best records in the NFL this year, won a bunch of games by blowouts and almost were very close to winning a Super Bowl, are the third favorite. Do you feel like that's a little disrespectful, the fact that the Bills and the 49ers are above them?
The Bills definitely should not be above the Eagles. I wonder if that just has anything to do with the fact we talked about it in the summer, how the NFC East is kind of like a revolving door. We don't usually see one team just kind of dominate the division, right, year in, year out. So I wonder if that maybe has anything to do with it. Like they just kind of think maybe the Giants will get better, the Cowboys will get a little better, and kind of beat up on each other. But yeah, I still think the NFC is wide open. Like the NFC is weak. When you look at the quarterbacks that are on the AFC side, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence. Now you can put him in that category.
Well,
that's a gauntlet of.
And who else?
Who else?
Josh Allen. Josh Allen. I mean, I know you say he's not him, but he's a damn good quarterback.